Hello, virtual students. Just letting you know what is due for tomorrow. So we're going to go into the week 8 folder. I did email all of you. You can also check out our agenda on the weekly slideshow. It'll show you what you need to do each day. So if we click that, we will be able to see that on Monday, your assigned reading was 183 to 215 and doing your character timeline for those pages. Tuesday was 216 to 235 with the timeline and taking the comprehension test. Today, which is technically Wednesday for me when I'm making this video, is pages 236 to 252 and doing the timeline. And then Thursday, which will be your guys' day today, is 253 to 269, the character timeline, and then you have an author point of view assignment. And I'm going to explain that right now. So if we get off of this and go back to week 8, notice the comprehension 6 and comprehension 7 are labeled here. Your timeline assignment I did drag into this folder so you can access that. But let's click on today's perspective, author's perspective practice, okay? So you know what you're doing. Okay, so for this practice, you are going to read a passage from Refugee, which was in today's reading, and it's about Mahmoud, 6 days from home, okay? So it's one page, and it says, find and highlight as many examples of weighted words in the passage. A weighted word are words that show feeling for a reader. So, for example, if I said she gasped for air after running the mile, right? That really shows me as a reader she was putting a lot of effort in because she's gasping for air. That, or maybe she's not a very good runner, right? Another example of weighted words would be they're very descriptive. So she swayed side to side in the beautifully flowing dress, okay? Beautifully flowing and swaying side to side really show description of how someone might be gracefully dancing. So I can infer as the reader, oh, the author thinks this person is a really good dancer or they're very graceful. So it's words that we can take away and realize that the author is trying to tell us something about the character through these words. So you need to find as many weighted words as you can. This has a ton of weighted words or phrases. Sometimes they're phrases. So I'll give you one example. Barest tendrils of air reaching his lungs. That's a weighted phrase. So that could be one of your examples down here. Then it says, use text evidence, meaning direct quotation from the passage above with how the weighted words show an author's perspective. An author's perspective is just how the author feels about a subject. In this case, it's Mahmoud. So you would put in, copy and paste a sentence from here that used weighted words and put it in quotation marks, right? Text evidence goes here, okay? And then you would say, this text evidence shows that how does the author feel about Mahmoud in this situation? That's what you're going to explain. How do the words show how the author feels about Mahmoud and what he's going through? Lastly, knowing the author's perspective towards Mahmoud, what can you apply to your life, right? Like, you're not Mahmoud going through this. You are not a refugee. But what lesson can you apply to your life? This is what we call kind of like a character counts lesson, or like something that is more of a personal answer. So you can say, a lesson I took away from this is ... Okay, and you finish that. Kind of want to know what should we take away as human beings, knowing what Mahmoud is going through. What do we need to have as a human being? What lesson did he teach us through going through this hardship? All right. These are some tough questions, so do your best to answer them. And if you have any questions, email me. I will be at a conference though, so I can't say that I'll email back right away. Happy learning, guys. Talk to you later.